Libra, hello. Welcome to your reading with me, Adrian H for H and Great Life. I hope that you're doing well. And this is a reading for the general sign of Libra for the next 3 months. So what is the energy collectively that you can look at coming towards you for the next 3 months? Remember, this is a general reading. And you can also look at your moon, look at your rising, look at your Mercury for communication, look at your Venus for love. You know, if it doesn't make sense, the reading, or you want to get some more information maybe, there is a link down below in the description that takes you there. You get to see those different placements, and you also get to see, you get to get a free natal chart for yourself. My graphic design and social media management is always done by AC Digital Marketing Solutions. And I'm going to start off by drawing you a card from the Divine Guidance from the Angels. All right. And a card actually fell out right away. What a good card coming out for you. It says, go for it. All right. It says, go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and they have been answered. We, the angels, have been working with you on the situation since its genesis, so from the very beginning. And we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay in your present path, or stay on your present path, and we will take you very far indeed. All right? So, if you've been feeling that life is going a little bit crazy for you, you didn't really know which way to go anymore, it feels like almost sort of like, what is the point? Then the angels are letting you know that they are with you, all right? And this is really for, not just for now, but through the next 3 months as well. So kind of like, what are we now? Let me just look at the date, my goodness. So we're in the very beginning of October 2020 now, and sort of straight into January 2021, all right? The reason why I am just drawing some cards for you, and while I'm drawing it, I'm speaking to you as well. So the reason why I am doing a 3-month reading for you is because I agreed to some commitments, to some projects and things that's going to keep me quite busy for like the next, couple of months. So I might not be able to do you the readings as I like to do them every single week. Drawing you one card there for the recent past, what brought you to where you are. Love it. All right. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so what I will do is I will still do for your all signs reading every week to the best of my ability, and then also try to maybe get a couple of bigger cards to come out for you. So if you want to be sure to get all those readings, I would recommend that if you haven't already done so, that you do subscribe to my channel. You hit that all button, so whenever the readings are coming out, you actually get to see, when they do. All right. Okay. So that is the recent past, where you currently are, and what is it that you can look forward to as you actually go ahead. Let's get you the overall energy for you for the next 3 months. Libra, it's the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. All right. So lots of new ideas sort of coming in here, lots of new sort of inspirations that are coming your way, that might actually change your mind in many different ways. And depending on when you're looking at this reading, you might sort of be in a space where it kind of feels like things are very much falling apart, and you're not quite sure what it is that you need to do at this particular point in time. The universe is encouraging you to open your sort of like, to kind of put like your thinking cap on, to open yourself to the idea that there may be many different sort of, avenues and blessings and those wonderful things available to you that you may not even have thought about right now. So quite a lot of sort of bright ideas that could come to you at this particular point in time. So any sort of ideas that come to you, even if they seem sort of like out of the middle of nowhere, or they seem a little bit sort of like different to you, to the things that you normally do, you may want to pay attention to that, because you never actually know. There could be some really incredible things coming your way, and your life has the like your energy at the moment, that's sort of got the ability to expand in ways that you didn't actually imagine. So there's very positive capacity at the moment. All right. Recent past, what brought you to where you are is the 9 of materials, which is the 9 of pentacles. All right. The universe has heard your prayers. The universe has seen the desires of your heart, the hard work that you have done, the time, the energy, the effort, everything that you put in. Life has seen it. Life is paying attention all the time, and life is seeing the wonderful things that you have done so far, and life is saying, do you know what? things are going to start coming in for you. Now, often when this start to happen, you know, also bring you to where you are right now. When this start to happen, a lot of things start to fall apart. And the reason why they fall apart is because sometimes those things are not quite sort of, you know, in flow with who you are anymore. Where you currently are, your current energy, you've got the Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords. So you can see that you're walking up that path, you know, sort of walking up that path. And sometimes we think, okay, I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do that. But there might be so much more available to you right now. So especially if you're feeling kind of stuck at this particular point in time, it just might be that some of your sort of older ideas and ways of being are actually sort of outdated, and life is beginning to show you a lot of new sort of things, you know, if you allow it to actually do so. I do feel that the sort of energy that you put out there for what it is that you wanted was quite strong. So you might almost feel like life is sort of insisting on certain things at the moment, like that, almost like the universe is pushing you. But remember that you are the universe. Then the universe is you. You are life. You are the force of life expressed in human form. So when you kind of run yourself into a lot of walls and you don't know how to get out of there, maybe it's time to completely, you know, open yourself to the idea that maybe it's not time to get out, you know, left or right, something like that, but maybe it's time to rise above. All right. With 10 of emotions in your current energy as well, and emotions is Cups. All right. This could be a very challenging period for you, especially the next 3 months. Especially also there within your current energy, the Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords. Some of you may realize that a lot of people that you maybe gave your best of intentions to, you know, that you sort of thought would kind of walk the path of life with you always, not really the case anymore. So for many of you, I feel the next 3 months, maybe 4 to even, you know, 5 months, by 5 months things starts really even out, so kind of February 2021. It's really like you get to see, I don't really feel so much who's not on your side. I feel that some of you have been almost reckless with your energy there. You know, you were always just there for everyone. You know, somebody needed help, you were there. You know, somebody needed a solution, you were there. All right. I feel that some of you might have been very general with your opinions, even liberal. And you may not have meant it in a bad way, but it may not have been that well received. I do feel that life sort of like, for many of you, there's a general call really to let you know that it's time for you to sort of raise to a higher platform right now. Okay, it's almost like for some of you, you kind of feel stuck, but you're feeling stuck because you, for some of you, you're still sort of like in survival mode, where the actual energy for you at the moment is it's actually thriving mode. All right. Okay, let's see what else do we have for you. What's coming towards you? The Four of Materials, which is the Four of Pentacles. Seems to be a lot of those though. Pentacles, money, stability. Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. And the Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords. There's a lot of swords happening over here. Swords and yeah, you know, swords and sort of abundance, prosperity. I feel that for some of you, it's really time to sort of almost like toughen up, especially with the emotions. You can't always be there for everyone. That's sometimes a difficult concept to accept for some people, but you can't really be there for everybody all the time, okay? And not be there for yourself. And some of you are really getting to see, as you go forward, why you had to leave certain people behind. It makes sense for you as you go along. We're going to clarify this Page of Voices first. Sorry, for some reason my eye is really itching. The Page of Voices first, the Page of Swords, which is in your overall energy. You got the Two of Pentacles. So again, Pentacles. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles. 5 For those of you that are in search of soulmate love, meaning of life, meaning of existence, those type of things, where you currently are, I've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is the more sort of divine feminine energy, the emotions, but also toughening up emotions, because as you're going along, there is the, cards are just falling, the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles there for you. And then you've got the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Very powerful message here for you, by the way. So there's a definite rebalancing that's busy taking place in your life at this particular point in time. And as you can allow that to happen, and as you can allow that to unfold, it's like new ideas start to sort of come to you. So as you, you know, there's sort of an inner voice inside all of us, and sometimes this inner voice in our mind sort of runs the show, all right? And you sort of want to start paying attention to what is this voice saying inside your mind. And whatever this voice in your mind is saying, you also want to really kind of think to yourself, does it make sense what this voice is actually saying? All right, because you know that voice in your mind, and it's interesting, we will talk about it, because it just happens to be laying right next to me, The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer, which is a fantastic book, and it speaks about that quite a lot, where you have that voice inside your mind, like say when it comes to maybe starting a new business, or maybe you went for a work interview, or love, you know, why would you actually get this? Think about it. You don't have all the experience that you want. You don't have the experience that you need. Why would they even consider you? You know, why would they even think about you? And then, you know, 30 minutes later, the phone rings and they say, hey, we'd like to offer the opportunity to you, you know, we'd like to offer the job to you. And then you go like, and then the same voice in your mind, you know, goes like, or the voice in your mind goes like, oh, you see, fantastic, there you've got it, you know, yep, fantastic, wonderful, let's have a celebration. An hour down the line, the same voice is saying to you, oh my goodness, you know, if you take it, and what if you're not good enough, and what if you don't pass the probation? But it's all the same voice. And sometimes we have to listen, stop listening to that voice, stop letting it dictate our lives. All right, and this is really a time for you, Libra, to really start to pay attention to the internal dialect inside your head. You want to start paying attention to that and start hearing, is the internal dialect that is causing the emotions, is this actually constructive or not? All right, because as you start paying more attention to that, that is when beautiful new things start coming through for you. And some of you are really doubting yourself, you're doubting your own capabilities, you're doubting your own talents. That is how you stop doing that, because that is really not serving you in any positive ways whatsoever. All right, let's look at just that one card there in your recent past, the Nine of Materials, the Nine of Pentacles. There's a definite flow of abundance going through this reading. There we go, Four of Swords. First clarify, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Seven of Swords. So I feel that for some of you, you actually even began to realize that, you know, you don't have to be the advocate for the world. You don't have to stand up for everybody else. You don't have to be that kind of person who keeps on going to save, you know, somebody else who got themselves into the ditch. Because that is how, especially for those of you that might be going through some personal challenges at the moment, it's sort of like that humanitarian, you know, energy that you naturally have came out. And there's nothing wrong with having that energy. But sometimes you also want to really ask yourself, is this fight worth it? All right, because that person may have brought themselves into that fight, into that confrontation, into that situation, which may have nothing to do with you. So in layman's terms, and it might sound very rude, but literally, focus on yourself and stay out of other people's business. Okay, stay out of their business. Let them live their own life path, their own karmic path. All right. In your current energy, let's look at this Two of Voices, this Two of Swords. Let's see what we've got there for you. You've got the Page of Pentacles, Pentacles again, Eight of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. The more pay attention to the ideas that are coming to you, especially if you're in a stuck situation at the moment and you get some sort of inspiration that comes through, you want to pay attention to that. All right, any sort of inspiration, fresh ideas, anything like that that's coming through, you want to pay attention to that. All right. I feel that for many of you, this is a time, again, to really unlock your skills, unlock your talents, to be open to the idea that you may actually have sort of skills and talents that you may not even have been aware of. all right? And there's a lot of pages, there's a lot of aces in this reading. Pages being ideas, sort of epiphanies, you know, mental sort of breakthroughs, realizations, which are not always the nicest of experiences, but sometimes we need to realize that because we got to see also how we're holding ourselves back in this life. Instead of blaming others, instead of blaming the universe and God and all those type of things, we sometimes want to see what is it within us. All right, so that's why you want to listen to that internal dialogue, really pay attention to it. And don't sort of pay attention in the sense of is it right or wrong. Pay more attention in the sense of what is coming through you right now. You know, and what is it maybe saying to me or not saying to me. And is it a truth that I want to accept for myself or not? I feel that for many of you, there are talents and dreams and, you know, things that you always wanted that are coming through you right now. And there's definitely independence coming your way, but it's a bit of a challenging part towards the independence. It doesn't really have to be, but some of you are very stuck in your old ways. You're very stubborn, you know, and that is why there are those emotions. That is also why you're in the spirit where you are right now, where and I'm not, you know, where it's a good time to look at who's good in your life and who's not good in life for you, for your life plan. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut people off and cut them out. It's just that if they go, let them go, you know. And if think of yourself almost as a harbor. You know, a harbor is one of those, if the ship comes in, it welcomes it in the harbor. And as the ship goes out again, it lets the ship go. You know, the harbor don't try to hold you there, all right? If you come back again, fantastic. If you never come back again, there'll be other ships, all right? Let's look at this Eight of Voices, this Eight of Swords, where you might be feeling very stuck at the moment in certain ways. Some of you are romanticizing your problems, like you're romanticizing them a lot. You know, I'm the strong being, I'm the survivor, I'm the strong person, you know, I can carry the weight of the world. You got to stop that nonsense. You're not really doing yourself any favors with that mindset, all right? Because remember, when we romanticize our problems, or when we're in denial about how our problems are making us feel, then, you know, we sort of give it more attention than we really need to give it. And that is literally when you are sort of that harbor that try to hold on to a ship. You know, you aren't leaving here. I'm going to keep you stuck in the dry dock type of thing. All right? No. Okay. The Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So whatever you're struggling with, first of all, you already know how to get yourself out of the situation. You've got unlimited power where you are right now. And this is about getting balance in the heart. All right. Some of you don't feel that you deserve good things. Like you feel like if you get like $1 million or a good job or whatever the case may be, or a breakthrough, you feel that you have to share it with others. Now, there's obviously nothing wrong with sharing. Sharing is a beautiful thing. Sharing is a thing that I will always encourage. However, before you get there, I feel that there are some people that are leaving your life because almost like when you get your blessings, then they would almost be like, you know, sort of counterproductive to your blessings. So if they feel that they need to go, let them go. If life is removing them from your path, and I feel that the removing here is taking place in beautiful, amicable ways. So if life does it amicably, don't fight against life. All right, because that's when things get a bit nasty. Okay, let's just draw another card for that High Priestess that we have there. What is the powerful message that is coming through you for you, Libra, for the next 3 months? Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. Things are turning in your favor. All right, but some of you want to be fighting the process. Okay, let it happen the way that it happens. If they leave, let them leave. Let's look at, in your recent energy, we're looking at the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. You got the Five of Wands in reverse. Just sort of flipped out there. Oh. 5 cards. Okay, let's take all 5 of them. Before we look at them, I want to look at this Four of Materials first up. This Four of Pentacles, which is also in your energy, which is going towards the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Swords. And you've got the Ace of Swords. So the Four of Materials, the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. There are some issues that are coming to light here. You're getting clarity about certain things. Some of you may have been sort of used or abused in ways that you didn't even realize it was happening. This card just kind of fell out. What is it? 7 of Cups. You know, some things you thought were very promising, and you know, maybe they were for you at the time, maybe they were just a lesson, let them go. So let's look at the Ace of Swords coming towards you. So Five of Pentacles, some of you are fighting emotions. You just don't want to let go. Okay? You don't want to let go. Let it go. Bye-bye. All right? Then the cards that fell out for you was the Hanged Man. So have patience with yourself. Have patience with life. Ten of Swords. Let the situation go. Five of Pentacles and the Star. Some of you are standing in your own way, in a bad way. And life is offering you a hand with that because you've been asking for help. You've been asking for help to go to the next phase, to get yourself out of the tight spots and out of the jams. All right? So it is being provided for you, and it's also being provided for you in such a way that some people has to leave your life. Now, not the easiest thing in the planet for you at the moment, but some people have to have your life. I was going to use this Oracle deck for you, but I feel that I'm supposed to use this one, Angel Prayers. So that's what I'm going to use as I draw for you. What does the angels have to say for you for the next 3 months? Support, you know, something you want to focus on, Libra, for the next 3 months. And if the reading resonates with you, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment, subscribe. Alright, so this card turned around in the deck and then one fell, so I'm going to give you both. It says the Miracle of Prayer with Archangel Sandalphon, which is the angel that can help us so much with our human lives, you know, problems. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. So your prayers have been delivered to heaven. We've been speaking about this from the very, very beginning. Okay? Express your creativity for the solutions that are coming through. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. Okay? So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Libras. That's what I've got for you for the next 3 months. Remember, I will still have some intermittent readings for you in between, as well as some all signs readings. I look forward to seeing you on those. And from my heart, namaste. Love and light.